keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you.
So hey everybody, it's Mickey, and I am so excited to bring you my 2023 Christmas home tour. If you are new here, my channel is all about home, creating a warm and happy space for you and your family. I share great recipes, home decor, and DIYs. We're pretty laid back around here, so grab yourself a cup of something and let's take a walk around the house. I have been so excited to share my holiday decorations this year. I think that the house looks really good and that this might be one of the best years yet. I'm a person that really loves a theme, and my theme this year has been Santa Claus. It's a collection that I have been building on for the last couple years, and I felt that this year was the first time that I think I had enough of my Santa stuff to really make a big impact. We're going to start our tour today in the kitchen. Now, I have had several requests to be a little bit more detailed in my decor tours, so that is what I'm going to do today. If I can find links to anything mentioned in today's video, you'll be able to find them in the description box down below. So let's jump right in on the island. This is where I have this big old jumbo Santa mug. I found him on my most recent trip to the Luckett's store, which is this awesome antique store in Luckett's, Virginia. And he was just the perfect thing that I was looking for my island. So as you can see, my island isn't very big, so I just like to have a little something during the holidays just to make it look festive. And I have my jumbo Santa mug here with a pine tree inside, and I just have it on one of my wooden charger plates that I think I got from Kirkland's some time ago. I have it decorated with some greens and berries and some of that so beautiful Santa ribbon that I found, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. And then I have one of those tiny little black deer that came in a set, I think last year or the year before, from the Target dollar spot. And if you're wondering what candle I am burning, one of my all-time favorites is Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works. So I have a new one just started up there in my holder, and I always have some kind of candle burning if I'm downstairs and in the kitchen. I just think it makes everything so much cozier. Now behind my island, I have my counters, and it seems I am that person that likes to have a lot of things on my counters. I don't like to have appliances there. I just look at my counter space as just another opportunity to decorate it for the season. So on the side here of my sink, I always have my canister set, and it's always a Rae Dunn canister set. For the holidays, I have switched it out with these beautiful red canisters. I have a Santa's cookie jar there. I have a peppermint canister, jingle bells, and then out front I have this adorable Dashing Through the Snow canister that has a little camper there on top. I have it on a wooden tray that I found at Target. I have also a little snow globe there that I made, I think maybe last year or the year before, with some greens with more of that really sweet Santa ribbon that I found at Hobby Lobby. Above my canisters, I always have this dish rack here, and during the holidays, I like to bring out my Fiesta ware. I have a pretty large collection of Fiesta dishes. I just think that they are so beautiful. So in this space for the holidays, I have my red Fiesta dinner plates and my little luncheon plates there. I think that it is such a good pop of color against my ivory colored cabinet. Now above my sink, I have this Santa Workshop sign alongside two red reindeers that I probably picked up at Home Goods like years and years ago. It's that same bright, deep color red of the canisters, and I think that it is such a good combo here. And then going along the side here, as you can see, I'm going to be making manicotti for a little family get-together a little bit later in the day. In the corner here, a little collection of some Rae Dunn Christmas pieces. This is my Merry Christmas teapot. I have this tall felt Santa that I think I found at Home Goods, and then I have my little peppermint canister there with a pine tree sticking out, and I guess I was doing dishes a little bit earlier and I have my ring sitting there. Alongside there, I have my mug tree that's holding some of my Santa mug collection. I have been collecting Santa mugs since my kids were really small, and I have a pretty large collection, and it has been so much fun decorating with them throughout the house. You will see them pretty much everywhere. We use them all Christmas week to, for our hot cocoa, and just about anything we drink out of a Santa mug. So next to my stove, I have one of my tiered trays here. This is decorated very simply. I have a little white church there. I have this white truck with a little Santa snow globe. I got a couple of these at Hobby Lobby this year. I thought they were just adorable, and I think they were only like $2.50, once you took your 50% off discount, so I got a couple of them. I have an Oh Snap Rae Dunn mug that has a little gingerbread topper on it, and then down below I have another one of my marshmallow cups with a hot cocoa hat on, and another snow globe that I made probably a couple of years ago. I spend so much time here at my stove during the holidays that I like to decorate this area just a little bit. I have my Santa baby canister that is just full of all my wooden spoons that I use, oh my gosh, daily as I make the meals for the family. I have it also decorated with this really pretty black and white buffalo check bow. There's a little wooden piece on here that I made that says Jolly. It kind of goes with our Santa theme, as you can see. Up above there, I have a Christmas tree pot holder that I got, oh my goodness, probably like 10 years ago at Williams & Sonoma. And then I have my little Santa spoon rest that I got this year at Hobby Lobby. To the right of my stove, I have another one of those tiered trays. These are always out all year long. I just switch them up for the holidays. This one is one of my favorites though. It has a gingerbread canister from Rae Dunn with a little gingerbread man topper on there. I have one of my marshmallow cups with a Christmas tree hat on him that I got, I think maybe last year or the year before, somewhere on Etsy. I say this all the time, but I love those little marshmallow cups. I think it's like the silliest thing to do to, buy hats to put on your mug, but I just love to switch them out for all the holidays. It's just something fun. So I have a little Santa Claus bell that I got this year at Michael's. Down below, I have a candy cane canister, another Rae Dunn piece. I have another one of those little Santa snow globes that I think are just adorable. And below it, I have this little gingerbread stacked books that I DIY'd, I think last year. This is just a little wooden crate that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I just painted it and I added some words to it, and I think it looks really adorable here. Next to it on this wooden tray, I have another one of those Santa head planters. I can't remember where I found this one. I think he is just perfect though for this little pine tree that I have in there. I have a mini mug there with another one of those bottle brush trees. And then back there I have a little snow globe that I just made this year. This is one of those snow globes that you can find at the Target dollar spot. I'm not sure if they have them right now, but I know that they have them every now and then. But I have an ornament in there that has all the names of my kids on it with a little pine tree. And then out front is another one of those deer that came in a set. I think it was last year at the Target dollar spot. As you can see, I have my Christmas binder out here. This is pretty much where it sits throughout the season because I am always referencing it and writing things inside. And I have my Christmas planner that I have in my Etsy shop all set up in here. I have some of our holiday gift lists and our baking lists made, and I have our calendar that I'm working on. So you'll have to let me know down below if you guys downloaded one of the Christmas planners. So I have really been loving my tablescape this year. I think that it is so bright and cheery and just simple. You know, I don't like to have anything too fancy in the house. I like everything to be casual and laid back, and I think that these place settings are just that. I get asked all the time if we use the place settings as they are on the table, and yes, sometimes we do. Sometimes we'll just use the plates, and sometimes we will just kind of push it to the side and put down a little placemat and just eat a simple meal together. I really like the way that these all came together this year. I love using these round grass placemats. I think they really bring a nice texture element to the place setting. And this other charger plate I found at Hobby Lobby, it's just plastic, but it really does give the illusion of it being like a whitewashed beaded wood. Now these Christmas plates I got so long ago. I don't even know when. They could be maybe like 15 years old, and I got them at Target, believe it or not. I just love them. And I really don't know who made them. I wish I did so I can get a few more. I have like a place setting of 10 of these, and I use these every Christmas for our Christmas Eve dinner. And then on top of that, I just have a Raid Done Santa plate, which goes really well with our theme, and then one of these little Christmas tree, I call these like appetizer or candy dishes that I found at the Target dollar spot years and years ago. This is something too I wish they would come out with. Several years ago at the dollar spot, they had something like this for every single holiday. I think I have most of them, for the fall, pumpkins, and they had Easter eggs in the springtime. I use them all the time. And then I just have our silverware here rolled up in a napkin that has one of those ornaments that came in the Christmas Deco-Crated box this year. The centerpiece of our table is this Lazy Susan that I have out pretty much all year long. I think it was one of the best things that I did was to find a Lazy Susan to keep on the table all year long and just kind of decorate it, for whatever holiday comes along. And I usually have this wreath on the inside of it. It just has these pretty white berries and some lamb's ear here that, like, for the different seasons, I'll plug in a few pieces of like berries or leaves or something that brings in the season. I also have another one of those little felt Santas here. I just love the way he looks, kind of standing there on the table. I have another one of those potted pine trees that I found at Michael's, and then I just have this really sweet nest that has some red berries in there, some eggs, and some pine cones. Across from the table is my little cabinet that I keep some of my Rae Dunn collection in, and I really do love to decorate the top of this. I think it's like a great small space that is perfect for this tiered tray here. I have a lot of sweet little Christmas pieces in here that I've collected over the years. So at the top there, I have a little sparkly Santa that matches my one in the hallway, which I found at Hobby Lobby. I have a reindeer Rae Dunn mug, one of my favorite ones for the season. I just think that he's so cute with that red nose. I have a little house shape that I made probably last year or the year before. This is a little salt and pepper shaker that I found at Pier 1. Oh my goodness, probably 5 or 6 years ago now. I bring it out every season. I think that he is just perfect to sit in one of your tiered trays. Down below, I have another one of those marshmallow cups. This one has a reindeer hat on it. And behind here is one of my all-time favorite little signs that I've got on Etsy. It has all the names of the reindeer and their, different little antlers. I think that is just so adorable. And then here I have one of my original Santa mugs that I've had forever, and inside there I have a couple measuring spoons. It has Santa and the reindeer, a snowman, and I think the other one is a penguin. So I just think this looks so cute together, and it brings a lot of color to my kitchen. I am a very neutral decorator most of the year, and I really do love bringing the color of the season to brighten up all the spaces. So from the kitchen, let's go ahead and head into the dining room. I have a continuation of my Santa theme in here as well. Let's start over here with one of my favorite pieces in my whole house, and it's my old antique desk that I just got this year and have been having so much fun decorating it for all the holidays. So one of my most favorite holiday decorations is this little standing Santa that I got years ago from a Christmas store that was in my hometown. They have been closed forever, but I am so happy that I have this guy. He shows up in different parts of the house every year, but I really do kind of like him here in the corner on top of the little school desk. I also have a Lazy Susan here that holds a Rae Dunn kind of little canister there with a bottle brush tree. I have a picture of my mom when she was a baby. She is a Christmas baby. She was born on Christmas Day. So I always think of her on Christmas morning. Wrapped there in some twine, I have my grandma and my grandpa's Bibles. These are theirs from when they were little children, so I think the dates in there are from like 1913, and I always have them out. They're one of my favorite possessions of all time. And down below I just have this little Merry Christmas sign. I think I may have gotten it at Hobby Lobby, along with a red and black fringed scarf and my little sleepy teddy bear there. I really love the tablescape here in the dining room as well. There's a lot of Santas on this table. I got this table runner just this year. I love it because it is red, black, and white, so it goes perfectly with our Santa theme. I think I got it at Macy's. I do believe it was Macy's because it took a couple weeks for it to get here, but I think it matches really well with my black and red buffalo check napkins. I have these little laundry clips with a Christmas tree on them that I think I got at the dollar spot in Target years and years ago. And then I have each at every place setting a Santa mug. They're all different. And one of those glass Christmas trees that we got at the Target dollar spot this year, I think I showed them to you in a haul, and they all light up and they fit just perfectly on top of the mug, and I think they look so cute all lit up at night. So our centerpiece here is another Lazy Susan. This one is like a big slice of wood, and I think I got this at oh goodness, Home Goods or Marshall's, one of those places. And I just have a pine wreath on there with some red berries. This lantern is one that I found at Walmart of all places, and I have been using it since I bought it. I had bought it originally for the fall and Halloween, but I just think that it works so perfectly here on the table. And I just made a big bow for it with more of that beautiful Santa ribbon and some black and white buffalo check. And inside I have my decorated candle holder there with a battery operated candle, and all together it looks so pretty lit up at night. Well, behind me on my corner cabinet is where I have a lot of my Santa mug collection. The middle one there I found this year at Target. My little mini mugs, I collect them whenever I see them. I can find them like at Marshall's and Home Goods, and sometimes when I'm out at the little antique stores I come across them. On the second shelf here is more Santa, another one of those glittery ones that I found at Hobby Lobby this year. I just love him. I think that he is like so perfect. And then I have another one of those Target Santa mugs. I have some more mini ones there. Behind it, I have one of my favorite pictures. That is my husband sitting on Santa's lap when he was a little guy. And then just below there, I have some Santa pieces here. This wooden Santa I picked up at Walmart this year. I got a couple of those. And then this little guy was a gift from my mother-in-law after my youngest son was born, because he was born in November. And I had my sweet little baby boy for his first Christmas. And then this is one of our original Santa mugs that I got for the kids when they were really small. So I keep these on display. We don't really use those anymore because they have so many chips in them and things from over the years, and I just want to be able to hold on to them, you know, just for as long as we can, because they are such a sentimental piece. So on the wall in my dining room, I have this antique door. So I love this door so much. I love antique doors. I have a couple of them in the house. And this one I found at the Luckett store, again, which is just my favorite antique store in all of Virginia. Every time I go there, I come home with something really special. So that's where I found this door. And I have it dressed all year long with, you know, family pictures, just hung there on some string with little tiny laundry pins. And in the middle, I like to switch out for whatever holiday that we're in. And for Christmas, I have this big pine wreath that I made a few years ago. In the middle there is a snowman hat that I bought so long ago. I know that I bought it from a crafts person on eBay. This was like even before like I even knew Etsy existed. I used to be really into primitive pieces, and this is one of those primitive pieces that I got for the holiday. And I just have it dressed up with another one of those bows made from that Santa ribbon and some red berries, and I just think that it looks so beautiful in this space on the door. And I wish I knew the name of the crafter that I got this from, because she had such beautiful pieces. I would love to find her and probably buy some more. So down below on my china cabinet here, I have some serving pieces that I like to bring out for the holidays. These are some of my favorite little dishes. I got these so long ago at Target. It was when I was really into that little red truck with the Christmas tree on top. And these are just, you know, little plastic plates that I always like to use for dessert on, you know, during Christmas week. So I always have these out here on my sideboard. I found these Merry Christmas plates this year at Target. I think that they are so pretty too, so we'll be using those for our big holiday celebration. Again, I have one of those original Santa mugs here with a bottle brush tree. I have a Santa candle in the back there that I've had forever. I love it so much I have never even been tempted to burn it. I just want to keep it. I just think he's so cute. And then along the back, I have some of that really realistic pine picks that I found at Hobby Lobby this year. I just have it decorated with some red berries and those pine tree lights that I found at the Target dollar spot a few years ago. Really wish they would bring those back. I think they are just so pretty. And then on this side, I just have my regular Rae Dunn tea set that I have somewhere in the house all year long, and I just have this adorable little Santa music box. He kind of opens there and plays a little Christmas carol, and the train goes round and round. I've had this for years. Cannot even remember where it came from. So from the dining room, we'll move ahead into the living room. This is where I have my favorite flocked Christmas tree. I got this at Walmart a few years ago, and I just love it. My husband, not so much. He does not like putting this up every year because he gets covered with all that flock and it just makes him sneeze. And, you know, he does it because he loves me. So I love this tree because it is flocked. It has such a nice backdrop to all of my red Christmas ornaments and decorations. I have some favorite ones on here. These are from this year. I love these little Santa suits. I found some at Walmart and Michael's. I always like to put these little skates on here. I really love old-fashioned skates. I think they are really beautiful. I have been looking for a white vintage pair at the antique stores, and I just have not been able to find one. But on this tree, I put a lot of little signs in here. It helps cover, you know, like those kind of empty spaces that you can get sometimes in trees. I have my big cardinal, red cardinal here. I have another one of those little Santa wooden signs that I found at Walmart. I have my little Bluey. I think this is Bluey's sister, if I have that right. My little buddy put this in my tree just this past weekend, and he said that he will just let it sit there until he comes back next week. So that's where he's going to stay. So one of the things that I really love about decorating for Christmas is all the little red touches that I get to bring into the house. Red is one of my favorite colors. Actually, pretty much my whole house was decorated in reds and greens and golds, and a few years ago we started to move more towards a neutral backdrop for the house, which has been wonderful. It's so calming, you know, when we come in the house at the end of the day. But I really do love touches of red, and this is that red blanket that I found this year at Home Goods. I think that it looks so pretty there on my little love seat. The antler pillow I've had for years, no clue where I picked that one up. And I've also decorated my typewriter that I do every year. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I think this year it looks so pretty with a big buffalo check bow on there. I have some more of those red beads that you have seen throughout the whole house. I got those at Hobby Lobby this year. And of course, the pine cones are from my backyard collection that I pick up, you know, as I go on walks and things. And that is a Christmas card that one of you guys sent me a couple years ago. It's so beautiful. I have it out every year. They're sitting right on the keyboard. And also behind it on my secretary's desk, I have another typewriter that I've decorated for the season. I've used, again, that buffalo checked bow, and I have another one of those winter nests with some eggs and pine cones and a couple red berries. I have this 25 sign behind there. I found this at Hobby Lobby. They've had it the last couple years. I saw it there this year as well, and I think that it looks really good there as a backdrop on my little secretary desk. So as we come around to the foyer, you can see I have a big Santa presence here. This is where I like to really do a lot of decorating. I think that your foyer really does set the stage for the rest of your home, and I really wanted to bring in all of the different elements that you find throughout the house into this space. In a recent video, I talked a lot about this Santa print that I just found this year on art.com. I just love it. I just think that he is, you know, a picture in my head of what Santa Claus looks like. And I just love his vintage or retro feel. And I really think that it is like the perfect addition to kind of set the tone for the whole house. So I have him sitting here on my hallway table along with this really pretty pine tree that I found at Michael's. I have the mate to this one on my kitchen table, and then next to it I just have this little whitewashed pedestal with a couple black reindeer there, some of that same like berries that you've seen throughout the house, and this really pretty wooden bead garland. Now these Mercury lamps, I have a few of them here in the house. I got them all on Amazon. I just think that they are so beautiful. I mean, a real Mercury lamp is pretty expensive, but this really is gorgeous. I will leave links to these lamps down below for you because I think they're so beautiful and they bring a little sparkle into whatever room you put them in. So in that video, I also shared with you my garland that I made this year. I really love the way that it came out. I used these little clusters of black, white, red, and silver ornaments. I have more of those beautiful red berries, some excuse me, some pine cones from the backyard, and then on the post I have this big beautiful bow that I made again with that Santa ribbon along with some red and black buffalo ribbon, and then I just have a couple picks here that I've just kind of added to it to make it, you know, just a little bit more grander for the post here. I have ribbons on all of the posts up the stairs, and I have it all lined with some twinkle lights. It looks so pretty at night when it's dark outside and the twinkle lights are on, and I just think that it really came out really nice this year. My chalk painted cabinet here in the hallway is like my favorite piece to decorate. I have a new Santa up there that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. He's kind of hard to see because he is just completely covered in glitter. I mean, at night it looks so pretty with the, you know, it sparkles a little bit when the lights are on, but I have it up against that chalkboard sign that I made a couple years ago. I have a new little reindeer up there pulling a sleigh that has some bottle brush trees, and all around I have some greens and berries and twinkle lights. I think that it looks so pretty at night when it's on. I've moved to the other side of the hallway. This time of day the light is really bright in here, so I wanted to try to give you a little bit better look at this wreath. We just made this this year. I have little clusters of red, white, and silver ornaments. There's some pine cones in here, more of those really beautiful sparkly red berries, and then in the middle I have the sign that we made a couple months ago with our cricket, and I think that it's like the perfect deep red color that goes along with all of our Santa decor here. And then I just topped it with a big fluffy bow made with our Santa ribbon and our red and black buffalo checked ribbon, and I don't think it could be any more perfect. So the last spot on our tour is the family room. This is where we pretty much spend the majority of the holiday. This is where we gather with the family. It's where we open gifts, and it's just a really fun, cozy space. So here on my china cabinet, I always talk about how fun it is to decorate, and Christmas is probably my favorite time of year to decorate this. I have another one of those December 25th signs that I found at Hobby Lobby, and I have a big snow globe here that I made years ago that has a bottle brush tree in it and one of those really cute little red trucks with a Christmas tree on top. I have some family photos here. I also have my favorite dish tray that I found on Amazon earlier in the year. I have it full of some Ray Dunn pieces, a little reindeer head, and back there I have my Merry Christmas Santa plates that I've had for the last couple years. I just think this space looks so pretty and simple. I have it all lined with little twinkle lights, so at night it looks so pretty all lit up. Then on the front of the cabinet, I just made a quick little basket. These are those baskets that I think I shared with you before. I found them on QVC, surprisingly, and I've been using them ever since I bought them. I just switch out like the greens or the florals that I put in it. So here I just have some pine running down the side with some lamb's ear. I have some pine cones. I have some eucalyptus and of course some of those red berries again. I also have some antlers. I thought that was a good spot for them. And then I just have it dressed up with a really pretty black and red bow on the side. I have a little blanket basket here that I've put together with some throws and some greens and a big fluffy bow again. That pillow is just a pillowcase that I found on Amazon. I think that is such a great way to switch out your decor, and it's so much easier on storage. You don't have to store so many pillows, and it really looks so pretty. You can pick whatever colors that you're decorating in for the holiday or just for every day. I highly recommend them. I will try to put a link down below to some of the pillow covers that I have used over the year. I just think that they are such a great option. So I have kept the centerpiece to my coffee table pretty simple this year. I have that same bakery sign that I use as a tray that I always have on it. It's just like that perfect size for the size of this coffee table. So I have my lantern that has the little white house inside. I've just decorated it with a little pine cone and some pine and a big fluffy red and black bow. I have some sparkly trees, and then I have a truck there and trailer that is hauling some Christmas trees. I just think this is just, just enough to bring a little bit color to the table, and it's not so much that you can't use it when you're, sitting around and, having a cup of tea. So behind this, I have our family room Christmas tree, and this is the tree that I put all of the presents under, for Christmas, and this is where we sit around and open presents as a family. This tree is pretty special. A lot of the ornaments on here are very sentimental, and I have a lot of white ball ornaments that have the names of members of the family on there. Like I have my parents, I have my in-laws, I have all of our family and special people to us with their names on just these white balls tied with red and black ribbon. I have a lot of sentimental pieces from, friends and family and travel, and I just love this tree. I just think that, it fits really perfect in this space because I don't have a lot of room here, between the sofa and the armoire, and it just fills the space up perfectly. I have kept my mantle very simple. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it this year, So I basically just kind of left it as is. I have my wreath up there on my chalkboard. It's the same one that I use every year. The wooden tree sign is also one of my favorite Christmas decor pieces ever. I found this at the Luckett's antique store years and years ago, and I just use it in this space every year. I just have a new red and black ribbon that I made a big fluffy bow for, and I think that it is enough to fill the space. I have some pine trees and some Raid Dunn canisters on the side, and then I just have the wooden garland there that I have up pretty much all year long. I have some reindeer there on my wooden fireplace screen, and then I just have like some little pieces around. I have some pine cones, and I have some ribbon, and I also on the side here have a small table that has one of my vintage typewriters on that I've decorated, again with that red and black bow and those nests that have some pine cones and eggs and red berries. I just think that looks very homey and simple, and that's really what I was going for this year. I just wanted it to be cozy and simple because we are going to have a house full for Christmas this year. So thank you all so much for watching today. I know this was a super long video, and if you have made it to the end, I so appreciate you. If you are new here, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. I promise not all my videos are this long. Be sure to join our communities over on Facebook and Instagram at My Bashful Life. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you enjoy this holiday season with your family and friends. Be kind to each other, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated